Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we will start with goods and service tax that we say as GST. Short form is GST. GST stands for goods and service tax. Now before GST we had value added tax. बराबर value added tax में we have different types of tax just like custom duty on import goods, road tax, stamp duty on sale of property tax, toll tax, entertainment tax, electricity tax, tax on liquors, tax on petroleum, and so and so. बराबर all this tax has been combined in GST now. बराबर GST is the only single indirect tax which we have now. So now we will study the taxation system, how taxes are distributed. So tax means if let's say if one goods from the manufacturer till it reaches the customer, how it goes. Let us take a chain. Manufacturer sells it to wholesaler. Wholesaler will sell it to the distributor. Distributor will sell it to the retailer. Retailer will sell it to the consumer. Consumer won't get direct tax, so direct material from the manufacturer. Consumer has to buy from the retailer, and retailer will buy from distributor. Distributor will buy from the wholesaler. Wholesaler will buy from the manufacturer. Okay, so they are all traders. Starting middle persons are all traders. Manufacturer manufactures the good, consumer consumes the good, and middlemen are the trader. They just do business, they buy and sell. Manufacturer will not buy an article because manufacturer will buy lots of raw materials and make one good. So manufacturer ka cost price you cannot mention. Okay, chalo, let us see how it works. So for that first we have to take an example. Okay, let us say let manufacturer makes a good and CP of the manufacturer we don't know. Let us say dash, and manufacturer sells it at rupees 1000 to the wholesaler. Now wholesaler buys it at rupees 1000 and sells it at rupees 1300, because when wholesaler is selling to distributor it will keep its profit with it. Now wholesaler will sell it for rupees 1300 and wholesaler will buy it for rupees 1300 and will sell for rupees 1700. Let's say this is just an example. This is not a fixed rate, but our manufacturer had fixed its price, whatever article ka price, at rupees 1000 including its profit. Okay, manufacturer has already taken profit in rupees 1000. The manufacturer had sold it to wholesaler for rupees 1000. Wholesaler had added its profit of rupees 300 and sold it to distributor. Now distributor had added its profit of rupees 400 and sold it to retailer. Now retailer will increase again, let's say it's increasing by 500 rupees. So it is selling goods to customer for rupees 2200. So if you will see, 1000 ka goods customer is buying for rupees 2200. This was just a buying and selling price of the all traders as well as manufacturer and consumer. Now how tax works. See, there are two types of tax. One is input first, input tax. Second is output tax. Here we are not considering GST right now. Tax means it's GST only, but I will just explain you the concept, how taxation works, how GST will be distributed. But our input and output tax. Input tax is always on purchase. Input tax is on purchase and output tax is on sales. Okay, so manufacturer does not buy. Let's say tax at a rate of 10%. Let's say it at a rate of 10% in both cases. At a rate of 10% in both cases. बराबर? I have to make 10%. Okay. Now, when manufacturer never buys, so manufacturer will not pay tax. सो मैन्युफैक्चर का इनपुट टैक्स वाइल बाइंग, मैन्युफैक्चर का बाइंग प्राइस ही नहीं है तो इनपुट टैक्स विल बी नॉट देयर. नाउ लेट अस से मैन्युफैक्चर हैड सोल्ड 1000 an article for rupees 1000 to the wholesaler. So manufacturer is getting 1000 rupees plus 10% of 1000. So 10% of 1000, whenever you are buying an article, you are not going to buy on just MRP, just whatever selling price. Whenever you are buying an article, you have to always pay tax on the price which you have. So manufacturer is selling its goods to wholesaler, barabar, charging 1000 for an article and 10% tax, that is rupees 100. So manufacturer will be charging rupees 1000 plus 100, that is 1100 from the wholesaler. So wholesaler ka input charges is what? 100 rupees, means while buying manufacturer had paid rupees 100. Now this 100 goes to output for manufacturer, because manufacturer is collecting, sales होता है तब collect होता है tax and purchase पे paid होता है, we are paying the tax. Okay, so manufacturer had collected rupees 1000 which he kept for himself, and extra 100 he had given to government. He had given this amount to government. Government के पास चलेगा ये amount. Now this 100 is paid to manufacturer by wholesaler as an extra amount. Now when manufacturer is selling, wholesaler is selling it for rupees 1300. बराबर? So 1300 पे he will collect output tax. Output tax is on sale. So whenever wholesaler is selling that goods for rupees 1300, he will be charging 1300 का 10%. So that is 130 rupees. So 130 rupees he will get back. So in short, distributor is paying rupees 1300 plus 130 to the wholesaler. The wholesaler is getting 1300 which he will keep for himself, and 130 में से he will just take 100 rupees, and after deducting 100 rupees which he had paid to manufacturer, he will just pay 30 rupees to the government. So in short, wholesaler ने क्या किया? What wholesaler did? Wholesaler bought an articles from the manufacturer. बराबर? तो wholesaler bought it for rupees 1000. So while buying, he had paid rupees 100 as a tax. While selling, he got rupees 130 as a tax. So whatever 100 rupees he had paid to the manufacturer, he will keep it for himself because he had paid a tax to the government. So now he will pay the remaining amount, balance amount, which he gets after deducting the previous tax which he had paid. So he will give 330 rupees to the government. So in wholesaler के पास से government will get rupees 30 as a tax. Manufacturer के पास से government will get rupees 100 as a tax for the same article. Now distributor had bought it for rupees 1300. बराबर? So he had paid 1300 plus 130. Distributor had paid 1300 plus 130. While selling, he get rupees 1700 plus tax on it, that is 170. Whatever amount he is getting as a tax, that is output 170. So 1300 में 1700 है तो 500 is its profit. Okay, out of 170, 130 is already paid to the wholesaler. Okay, as a tax, means in short, when you look at distributor, so distributor had paid a tax of rupees 130 rupees. and distributor had collected 170 rupees. So whatever balance amount is there, that is rupees 40, it will go to government. 170 minus 130, that is rupees 40 will go to government. ठीक. Now retailer का भी same है. Retailer ने what distributor got has been paid by the retailer. So retailer has paid input tax, that is 170, and while selling he got output tax as 2200. So now let us consider retailer का. तो retailer ने buying के time पे he paid rupees 1700 plus 170 as a tax, and selling पे he sold it for rupees 2200 plus got 220 as a tax from the customer. So 17 minus 2200 is its profit, that is 500 का profit है, and whatever more amount he got as tax, that will go to the government, because out of 220 he had already paid 170 to the government, so only 50 rupees will go to the government from the retailer. So 20, so retailer का 220 is the output tax which he collected from the customer. Now government के पास what it will go, 220 minus 170, so that is equal to 50 rupees to the government. Now customer is only paying input tax for rupees 220 and he is not selling it. So in short, customer is giving all the taxes. How this taxes goes away, now we will understood. So now we know customer is using the article, so he is paying 220 as a tax. Now how 220 has been distributed to the government, that we will look over here. Now customer had paid rupees 220 as a tax. We know last में 220. So how it got from this? See, 100 it got from manufacturer, 30 from the wholesaler, plus 40 from the distributor, and plus 50 from the retailer. In this way 220 has been distributed. See, 100, 130, 170 and 220. This is the total 220 which government gets in the stages. So tax of any goods goes to the government in stages, not at the same time. See, 220 is 220 rupees is given to the retailer. So retailer had already paid 170 rupees. So he will keep 170, he will only pay 50. Same way retailer had given this 170 to distributor. Out of that, he distributor had already paid 130 rupees and he will keep 130 and he will pay 40 extra. Same way distributor had given rupees 100 to wholesaler. So wholesaler had already paid 100 rupees, so he will keep 100 rupees with him from 130 and he will pay just 30 rupees to the government, and 100 जो wholesaler is giving to the manufacturer, that directly goes to the government because manufacturer had not paid any tax yet. Because manufacturer had not purchased anything, he had just purchased and raw material. So raw material is not included in the goods now. So in this way tax system works. So whatever tax is paid on purchase, that is called input tax. Whatever tax is collected on sales is called output tax. Again we will understand this same example again in detail. See, I had made a column for you people to understand it very well. Pause the video, first look at this and then listen what I am telling. Let us start in detail. Manufacturer, बराबर, उसका CP नहीं होता है. SP is 1000 rupees. If you see, you get SP over here. This is the SP of manufacturer. Manufacturer had sold. First, let us complete manufacturer का. Manufacturer का profit we don't know because SP includes this 1000 includes profit itself. I don't know what is CP, so profit we don't have. Input tax. Input tax is paid on purchase. Since manufacturer had not made any purchase, he will not pay input tax. So it's dash. Output tax is 100 rupees. So wholesale manufacturer got rupees 100, rupees 1000 plus 100 from wholesaler. Okay. So out of that 1000 is for the article and 100 goes to the government. First part is done. So net tax payable we got as rupees 100. First line. Just go through the first line. You will understand. The manufacturer say if we are starting, to manufacturer is selling its goods to wholesaler with its profit. So manufacturer never pays tax on the purchase because manufacturer never purchases the goods because he makes the good. So मैन्युफैक्चर के लिए इनपुट टैक्स नहीं होता है. मैन्युफैक्चर के लिए वी हैव ओनली आउटपुट टैक्स. If tax is 10%, so manufacturer gets rupees 100 from the wholesaler separately because 1000 he is asking for its value of the goods and 100 it's the tax. So total amount paid by the wholesaler is 1000 plus 100. Okay. Now wholesaler, let us come to wholesaler. This is clear. Now if we come to the wholesaler, तो wholesaler का क्या है? Wholesaler had bought it for rupees 1000, sold it for rupees 1300. So he got a profit of rupees 300, sorry. So now input tax. Now if you are a wholesaler, let us say if you are a wholesaler, you are buying it for rupees 1000, selling it for rupees 1300. While buying you are paying 1000 plus 100, that is 1100. Okay. Now while selling you are selling it for 1300 plus 130. इतने में सेल कर रहे हो. So जो extra tax, see here tax you had paid from your pocket is rupees 100. Here tax you are getting from the distributor is 130. So the tax which wholesaler had paid to buy the article is 100, while selling he got rupees 130. So subtracting both he will just pay rupees 30 to the government. This will go to the government. Okay, so here wholesaler का कोई लॉस नहीं होता है बराबर. स्टार्टिंग में व्हाट ही हैड पेड टैक्स दैट इज जस्ट क्रेडिट which he has given to the government while buying. If you are a wholesaler and if you have to buy the article from the manufacturer, so you are a customer for the manufacturer. Okay, so manufacturer don't know whether you are going to use or you are going to sell the goods. So manufacturer will take tax. Okay, will charge tax on the amount of the goods at a rate of GST%. So while buying, barabar, while purchasing the goods wholesaler had also paid tax, and while selling wholesaler had collected tax. So in short net tax payable is output tax minus input tax. ठीक है. फर्स्ट पार्ट इज क्लियर. नेट टैक्स जो भी टैक्स दे रहे हो फॉर द मिडल पर्सन, मिडल मैन इज दिस आर द ट्रेडर्स. फॉर द ट्रेडर्स में वी गेट wholesaler, distributor, retailer. Okay, net tax payable is always output tax minus input tax. ठीक है. होपफुली यू अंडरस्टूड दिस. अभी आगे होलसेलर से we will go to distributor. Now distributor had bought it for rupees 1300 and sold it for rupees 1700. Same way distributor had made a profit of 400 rupees. So while buying he had paid tax to the wholesaler 130 rupees. While selling he had collected tax on selling price. So output minus input is the net tax payable to the government. This goes to government. Okay. Because from out of 170 already 130 had been paid by the distributor to the wholesaler, and out of 130 wholesaler had already paid as rupees 100, so government had already received 130 rupees, so whatever balance amount is there, that will go to the government. Same way retailer had bought it for 1700, so he is paying 170 as an input tax. He is selling for 2200, so he is getting 220 as a tax. So difference between them will go to government. This part will go to government. Okay. So input tax is called ITC. ITC का full form is input tax credit. Credit means क्या होता है? See, if you are a wholesaler, distributor or retailer, you are buying a goods for a time being, बराबर? You are buying a goods, giving a tax to government. So that the tax which you are giving on purchase is just a credit, बराबर? Credit means you had not utilized the good. You are not a customer. You are just selling it to another man. बराबर? So when you are getting tax from the another man, you can compensate what you had paid. So ITC means while paying tax on the sale output of the goods and service, you can avail the tax you had already paid on purchase, that is input, and pays only the balance amount as a tax. ये सिर्फ middleman के लिए होता है. ITC is only for middleman. Now customer had bought it for rupees 2200. He is paying 10%, that is 220. So total tax should go to government is rupees 220, but 220 goes in the stages like 100 from the manufacturer, 30 from the wholesaler, 40 from the distributor, and 50 from the retailer. If you add all of them, you will get 220 rupees. So now you had understood that manufacturer pays tax on the manufacturer pays tax on selling price, customer pays tax on cost price because customer never sells, manufacturer never purchases, and middleman just like traders, any type of traders, distributors, wholesalers, retailers, there are many names, they just pay tax on profit. See, if you will see ये middleman का profit, let's say middleman, these three are the profit for the middleman, तो wholesaler का profit is 300, तो 300 का if you will say 10% of 300, you will get rupees 30, so that is 30 rupees. 400 का 10%, 10% of 400, that is rupees 40, and 500 का 10%, that is rupees 50. ठीक है, that is rupees 50. So in short, traders में wholesaler, retailer, distributor pays tax, that is GST, on profit to the government, or you can say GST for the middleman is output tax minus input tax. So instead of finding output tax and input tax, we are going to always follow profit wala part. Okay, so I will erase this for you people, then you pause the video, write this table, it's very important table. Okay, you have to write this table completely, huh? Pause the video, this is very important table. So here what we had understood, okay, manufacturer will always pay tax on the selling price, middleman, that is traders, in which we have trader, wholesaler, distributor, retailer, they all pays tax on the value added. Value added is nothing but its profit, or you can even say output minus input, output tax minus input tax. Output tax is collected on selling, input tax is paid on purchase, बराबर, दोनों का जो डिफरेंस होता है that is the tax payable to the government. And customer, consumer is the only person who is going to bear whole tax. He is the one who is going to utilize or who is going to use the goods. He is the one only who will pay the tax. So the tax paid by the customer will be distributed, will go to the government in the stages this way. Okay, just have a look at this. Write it down. Input tax, tax paid on purchase. Output tax, tax paid on collected on sales. Net tax payable by the middleman is output tax minus input tax. And input tax credit is nothing but a input tax only. Input tax we can say as ITC also. Okay, whenever in question you have to find input tax credit of a retailer, let's say, so retailer ka input tax credit is what? It's 170. You can just find tax on the purchase. Now we will understand GST. See, okay, every businessman pays GST on purchase made by him. Just now we and collects GST on the sale of goods. The difference between the GST collected on sales and paid on purchase is deposit to the government as a tax. That is the tax liabilities to the middleman. जो भी है businessman में whatever businessman is, either he may be wholesaler, retailer, trader, distributor, anything. Okay, so these points are very important. If you don't understand these points, then you are not able to do the GST ka chapter. GST is paid to the government at each stage in the trading chain, like manufacturer, say wholesaler, distributor, retailer, and finally consumer bears the full amount of GST on the purchase of the article or the service. Middleman does not bears the tax, but since middleman like retailer, distributor, they pay tax on the purchase, but they can avail back that tax whichever they had paid while collecting the tax from the sales. GST paid by the manufacturer is on the selling price charged by him. GST paid by each trader is charged on the value added or on profit at each stage. The price at which the article is marked are called list price, printed price, quoted price, catalog price. These are all mark price. You had already learned in basic standard कि mark price क्या होता है. GST is the only indirect tax to be paid by individual or organization, as all other indirect taxes are merged into it. Just like I had starting mein hi I had told you that there are many types of taxes like road tax, stamp duty tax, property tax, toll tax, entertainment, electric tax, this petrol pay tax, liquor pay tax, cigarette pay tax. All tax are merged into one, which we say as GST. This part you have to learn. In this what we had learned कि manufacturer के बारे में whenever they ask कि the tax paid by the paid by the manufacturer to the government, so that you have to find on selling price. Tax liability of the middleman. Middleman में wholesaler, distributor, retailer, trader, ये सब middleman है. Okay, so middleman का tax liabilities is on the profit which they makes profit, or output minus input tax. Or last में customer is the only one which bears the whole GST tax की amount, because he is the one who is going to use the articles or goods. Now let us come to GST. Actual GST क्या है? तो GST के दो पार्ट है. GST, we have GST divided into two part. One is intrastate and second is interstate. Intrastate means the goods are supplied within same state. See, as you see this chart, I had made it very well. So intra and inter, I will write first intrastate and interstate. जो भी GST which we are paying, okay, it's divided like this. This is the that previous part which we had learned. Now that is common tax, बराबर. Now this is the basic of the GST. Here intrastate का meaning क्या है and interstate का meaning क्या है, that I am explaining you. Intrastate में goods are sold in the same state, like Delhi to Delhi, Mumbai to Mumbai, same state. Maharashtra में चलेगा Mumbai to Nagpur, Nagpur to some other state in Maharashtra itself. Okay, Pune, let's say. Intrastate means the supply within the same state. You can look over here. It's written in the box. And when we have intrastate, we have two type of tax: CGST and SGST. That is central GST and state GST. Central goes to the center government. Center government means whole India का जो भी है उसको. And state SGST goes to the only state government. ठीक है. So how it is divided? Let's say if the rate of GST is 18%, so central government will get 9% of it and state government will get 9% of it. Means whatever central total है उसका half divide हो जाता है. Half, see here in definition I had written CGST, half of the output GST collected by the central government for the intrastate transaction. जो भी whatever tax collected by the individual, half goes to the central and half goes to the state. And interstate में क्या होता है? Fully it goes to the central. Fully it goes to the central. So interstate में supply of goods or service from one state to another state. When there is a change of state, बराबर, while transaction. Okay, so person is buying from other state and selling to other state. That is called interstate transaction. Interstate में we have IGST. Intrastate में whole GST rate is divided into two half. That is central GST and state GST. See, state GST को you can even tell union territory GST, UGST. क्योंकि some union territories में we cannot say it's state, it's union territory. Half of the output GST collected by the state government, that is union territory, for intrastate transaction. So hope you had understood that intra means within the transaction within the same state and inter means transaction from one state to another. In intrastate में GST का total percentage is divided among central and state. That is, if we have 18%, we will get central will get 9% and state will get 9%. And intra में full 18% central will get. Okay, so integrated in GST, that is IGST, the GST levied by the central government for interstate transaction, supply from one state to another. Entire tax collection under IGST is paid to the account of central government. So hope you had understood that GST का main part है intrastate and interstate. Tax distribution तो we had learned कि how tax distribution takes place. Now GST goods and service tax का दो main category है, that is intrastate, interstate. Intrastate means sales within the same state. Interstate means sales from one state to another. Or interstate में we have CGST, SGST, two part. If you see these two branches comes out, right? और इंटर के लिए वी हैव ओनली वन ब्रांच IGST. तो होप यू हैड अंडरस्टूड कि GST कैसा डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड है. Now we will just go through some formulas. There are basic percentage के formulas. Tax deposit to the government is GST collected minus GST paid. GST collected, that is on sales. This is just for middleman. Paid, GST paid on purchase. If you are a middleman, while purchasing you have to obviously pay a tax, then while selling you will collect tax, and the difference between them is the tax deposit to the government. Same way I had written in different way, GST charge on selling price minus GST charge on purchase price. It's the same word, it's the same formula but written with different using different statement. Tax deposit with the government, again same, output GST minus input GST. Input GST को we can say ITC also. ITC का full form है input tax credit. Credit means we are not using the good but still we had paid tax to the government, that we can compensate when we are selling the goods. Okay, we will keep whatever tax we had paid, that we will adjust, and whatever extra tax we had charged, that will goes to the government. So GST paid by a person or a middle person, we are talking about the middle person, that is GST percent upon 100 into profit. profit be whatever. This is just for middleman. Middleman may we can say trader, any types of traders. This is up for trader. This formula is used when we have to find GST for the middle person. GST for the manufacturer is calculated on SP. GST of the customer is calculated on CP. Again, I had written GST for dealer, retailer, wholesaler, shopkeeper is calculated on SP minus CP, that is profit. Again, I had told कि middleman का either you can use output minus input, that is lengthy method, but most of the time I will use profit वाली method. एंड लास्ट में प्राइस पेड बाय द कस्टमर. अभी कस्टमर कितना प्राइस पे करेगा, उसका कॉस्ट प्राइस प्लस वॉट एवर जीएसटी ऑन इट्स कॉस्ट प्राइस. दिस इज द प्राइस विच कस्टमर हैज टू पे. Now these are the basic formulas, just go through this. You have to use these formulas because your discount, sale price, ये सब formulas है. Mainly you will be using these formulas. Discount वाला, profit and loss का formulas we have to use. Discount how you have to find, that we have to use. Okay, if let's say some 1000 rupees का article है and you are getting 30% discount, so what you will do, sale price will become SP, buying price of that middleman is 100 minus 30 upon 100 into जो भी cost price है, mark price. Okay, so cancelling you will get rupees 700. ऐसा we can do it directly also. Just pause the video and write down these formulas. After this we will start with exercise. Exercise 1, question number 1. We will read question. A consumer buys a washing machine from a dealer at a discount of 20% on the mark price. Mark price is 25,000. If you are going to buy some washing machine for rupees 25,000 and that dealer is giving you a 20% ka discount, so and GST of rupees 18% is charged. Calculate the tax that customer has to pay for purchase and total amount that the customer has to pay for washing machine. This is just a practical example. So let us say first MP, mark price. Mark price is rupees 25,000. Okay, so now selling price SP. SP is what? Deducting 20%. This we are looking for dealer. बराबर, dealer का SP. Let us write dealer. Dealer का SP is 100 minus 30%, sorry 20% upon 100 into mark price, that is 25,000. Dealer had given 20% discount to the customer. So now it becomes 80% of 25,000. So 25 into it 20,000. This you can even find like this. SP will become 25,000. उसमें you can minus 20%. ऐसा. Many students prefer this method also. You can do this method. So 25,000 minus 250 into 25,000. So that is equal to rupees 20,000. You can prefer this also. Okay, so you got SP. You can use any one method for that. Now once you get SP, what we will write? First we need tax the consumer has to pay for the purchase. The purchase price is now rupees 20,000 for the consumer. So consumer ka tax will be always paid on its purchase price. Just remember the concept which I had explained you. Consumer, that is a customer, and user होता है. End user means after that we don't have any chain. Consumer never sells the goods. बराबर, as per the GST. Okay, that the goods someone sells, that is second hand, वो different part है, that doesn't comes under GST system. So don't confuse your mind. So GST में we don't consider second hand goods. So now customer had bought it for rupees 20,000. Now customer will pay 18% tax. Now here they had not told to find CGST or SGST. They just told to find GST. whenever they say GST, so just use full, just write it like this: GST paid by tax, to tax the customer has paid. So tax GST means it's a tax only, tax paid by customer. That is equal to 18 upon 100 into 20,000. 18 to the 3600. So customer is paying 3600 as a tax. So second question is total amount paid by the customer. So total amount paid by customer is 20,000 ka he is buying washing machine plus extra 3,600 he is paying as tax. So that is 23,600 ka customer will get washing machine. Hope first question is clear. First question में mark price was given and in question they told कि customer is buying at a 20% discount or वो dealer is giving 20% discount to the customer. So first we have to find the selling price of the dealer. That will be the buying price of the customer. Obvious है कि if dealer is selling for rupees 20,000 तो customer will buy for 20,000. Both understood है. So now SP, once you get SP, you can find tax GST or that is 18% on 20,000. Then final में total amount paid by the customer will be 20,000 plus 3,600. Question number 2. A retailer purchases air condition for rupees 35,000 from a company. He sold the customer at a profit of 5,000. Calculate the tax liabilities of the retailer. Abhi now we will talk about retailer. Retailer is a middleman, just like trader. Retailer का buying price is rupees 35,000 और उसका selling price है after adding 5,000 rupees profit. He will sell it to customer for rupees 40,000. Now the tax liability to the retailer. So retailer का tax liability we can find in two ways. I will explain you both ways. Okay, so first way, first this is first part. But first you have to find out input tax. Input tax which retailer had paid at the time of buying, that is 28% of 35,000. Okay, 0 cancel, that is 28 into 3500. Let us do, that is rupees 9,800 has been paid by the retailer while buying the air condition. Now output tax. Output tax means the tax which is collected on selling of goods for rupees 40,000. So 28 upon 100 into 40,000. 28 into 40. Rupees 11,200. Now tax liabilities is tax liability of retailer. Means retailer को कितना amount pay करना है. What amount retailer has to pay to government. Since while buying retailer had paid this to जो भी है जिसके पास से उसने बाई किया उसको इसने पे कर दिया था बराबर and he got this much while selling. So retailer का tax liabilities is output tax minus input tax. So that is 11,200 minus 9,800. दोनों का subtraction if you will see 11,200 minus 9,800. So that is equal to rupees 1,400. Either you follow this method. I will not suggest you to follow this method. This is just a explanation part. But I would like to follow the second method which I am doing. CP and SP is given, so we will find profit of the retailer. Profit for retailer. तो प्रॉफिट इज एसपी माइनस सीपी, तो एसपी इज 40,000 माइनस सीपी इज 35,000, सो दोनों का डिफरेंस इज 5,000. So now tax paid by the retailer is on its profit paid by retailer to government, that is 28% of 5,000. जो भी प्रॉफिट है उसका 28%, so that is equal to rupees 1400. If you will see, in both case we got 1400, but this method is very lengthy. इसमें इनपुट टैक्स आउटपुट टैक्स एवरी मिडलमैन का फाइंड करना होगा. Okay, here so we have only one chain like retailer hai, but in some sums we will be having the wholesaler, distributor, retailer. So at that time this method is very lengthy and it's not advisable to do this method. Hope you had understood okay, how to find the tax liabilities of the middle person. Middle person always refers to the traders, wholesalers, retailers, distributor. Consumer is an end user. Manufacturer says it's a manufacturing. He had manufactured the goods. So manufacturer and customer are different. Middleman ka whenever you get tax liabilities, you have to always find it on its profit. Question number 3. A dealer in Delhi sold a personal computer to a consumer in Delhi. Delhi to Delhi. What is it? Same state. Same state को we say intrastate. So this question is related to intrastate. Intrastate. For rupees 28,000, if the GST rate is 18%, calculate IGST, CGST, SGST. तो पहले IGST. If transaction is in same state, we don't have IGST because IGST is charged when the transaction is from one state to another. So here we have rupees 0. Second part में we have CGST. CGST to 18% का half. Since it's an intrastate, 18% का half, 9% will go to central government, that is as CGST. 28,000 का 9% cancel 00, 28 into 9 is 2520, and third part is SGST. SGST is again 9% of 28,000, that is again rupees 2520. So in this way you have to write answer. Question number 4. The dealer X purchased a good for rupees 2,000 and sold them for rupees 2,400 within the state. If the GST rate is 18%, find net CGST SGST payable by the dealer. So dealer is a middle person. So first we will write dealer. Dealer का CP is rupees 2,000 rupees. SP is rupees 2,400. Since dealer is a middle person, dealer, trader, wholesaler, whatever, dealer is a middle person, so CGST, SGST payable by the dealer will be on its profit. So profit is equal to SP minus CP, that is 2,400 minus 2,000. So that is equal to rupees 400. So profit मिल गया. अभी we will find tax payable by dealer. CGST, because they had mentioned CGST, अगर if they had not mentioned CGST, SGST, then you can directly take GST. Barabar, here they say within the state, so mentioned about the state. So here we will say CGST, that is equal to 9% of the profit. So 9 fours are rupees 36, and SGST is also 9% of rupees 400, that is equal to rupees 36. So whenever there is a tax payable wherever by the middle person, so always find tax on the profit. Question number 5. DM Car Private Limited Rajasthan sold 3 cars worth rupees 5 lakhs, 6 lakh and 10 lakhs to Bikaner Automobiles Private Limited in Rajasthan. राजस्थान तो राजस्थान है, सेम स्टेट में ट्रांजैक्शन है, सेम स्टेट मीन्स इंट्रा स्टेट. Okay, here we have to write CGST, SGST. They incurred packaging charges of rupees 10,000 per car and provide a discount of rupees 1% on account of Navratri festival. Calculate if GST rate is 28%, IGST find करना है, CGST and SGST. So first of all we will find the cost of the car. Cost of cars, that is equal to 5 lakh plus 6 lakh plus 10 lakh, that is equal to rupees 21 lakh. Okay, so 21 lakh पे पैकेजिंग चार्ज तो 10,000 पर कार है, तो फर्स्ट विल फाइंड डिस्काउंट. कितना परसेंट डिस्काउंट है? डिस्काउंट इज ऑन टोटल कॉस्ट ऑफ द कार, 1% डिस्काउंट. So 1% of 21 lakh is 21,000. So total selling price will be 21 lakh minus 21,000 or plus 30,000. 30,000 for 3 cars, that is 3 into 10,000 का packaging car for packaging charges for each car. So it will become 21 lakh 9,000 is the total selling price of 3 cars. So now first IGST will be rupees 0 because transaction is within the same state. Second is CGST. CGST कितना 28% to his total GST, so 14% of 21 lakh 9,000. So that is rupees 29,500 and 2,95,260 rupees. Then third is SGST. SGST is also same, 14% of 21 lakh 9,000. So that is rupees 2,95,260. ठीक है? Hope you understood how to find IGST, CGST, SGST. IGST is charged when the transaction is from one state to another state. Okay, listen my word properly. And CGST, SGST is charged when the transaction is within the same state and rates are equally divided between CGST central government and state government. Okay, so taxes are divided equally among central and state government if transactions are within the same state and GST is intra-state. Okay, hope it is clear. Question number 6. Wholesaler A sells a machine to retailer. So let us make a chain. Wholesaler sells it to retailer. Wholesaler का SP is rupees 5,000. So wholesaler का SP will be retailer का CP, that is equal to rupees 5,000. And the retailer sells it to consumer for at a profit of rupees 1,000. So SP for retailer is rupees 6,000 and this is bought by the customer for rupees 6,000. Okay, hope you had understood कि wholesaler का selling price retailer का cost price है, retailer का selling price is consumer का cost price. If GST rate is 12%, calculate the tax liabilities of the retailer B. Retailer B का tax liabilities है कि how much retailer is going to pay to the government. So we have to just consider this part. So when we are finding the tax liabilities of retailer, so we know retailer and wholesaler both are the middle person, बराबर. तो So tax liabilities of the retailer will be obviously on its profit. So first we'll say profit. Profit is what? Rupees 1000. Okay, of the retailer. No? We are talking about retailer. So therefore, tax liabilities of retailer is equal to 12% of 1000. That is equal to rupees 120. This is the one of the way to do. Second way में what I did over here, tax liabilities में since they say GST, we can either find if they had not told के within the state है कि outside the state, so we will always consider it as an intrastate within the state. Whenever it's not mentioned कि transaction takes place from this state to this state, so if they had not given anything, we are always considering it as an intrastate. Intrastate में transaction happens within the state itself. So we can find CGST, SGST, दोनों का total addition, that is 120 rupees. Actually CGST, SGST is not necessary over here, but you can do it if you want. Whenever they say tax liabilities, खाली tax liabilities, so you have to just find total tax directly by finding 12% of the profit. Or another method is input and output tax wala, or if you want you can do it that way, output tax on sales. Sales पे tax कितना है? 12%. 12% of 6000. 12 6 है rupees 720. Input tax on purchase, that is 12% of, sorry, 12% of 500, because he had bought it for, sorry, 5000. 12 5 rupees 600. So tax liabilities is what? Input minus output, because while purchasing he had paid rupees 600, while selling he got rupees 700. So tax liabilities is rupees 120. So I would like you to prefer first method. That's a short and simple method. You have to just find the tax liabilities of the retailer, which you can find on its profit. Question 7. A micro oven having its mark price of rupees 22,000 was sold by the dealer in Patna, which is in Bihar, to a consumer Gaya in Bihar. Again, Bihar to Bihar. Transaction is within the same state at a discount of 25%. If the rate of GST is 18%, calculate IGST, CGST, SGST charge from the consumer. अभी consumer के बारे में है. Determine the total bill. So first mark price. Mark price of good is rupees 22,000. Customer had this dealer had given a discount of 25% to the customer. So customer dealer का SP is 100 minus 25 upon 100 into 22,000. So now it becomes 75. Keep this in bracket. 75 into 220. That will give you rupees 16,500. Or else I told you one more method to find. SP is equal to, you can write 22,000 minus 25% of 22,000. Okay, you can cancel and you can write 22,000 minus multiplication of this, that is 22,000, 5,500. 22,000 में से 5,500 if you will minus, you will get 16,500. In this way also you can find SP. Now once you get SP, what they say, calculate the IGST, CGST, SGST charge from the consumer. So what we had discussed previously in concept, that consumer will always pay tax on its buying price. So since this is the selling price of the dealer, so buying price of the customer is also the same. So customer will buy a oven, microwave oven at rupees 16,500. So I will write tax paid by customer. So first part में I don't have to find IGST. So GST, IGST का क्या है? ₹0 because transaction is in the same state. Bihar to Bihar, same state. Then CGST, CGST 20 कितना परसेंट है? 18%. So 9% of 16,500. You can cancel it out. 9 5s are 45, 4, 9 6 are 54, 58, 5, 14. ठीक है. And SGST is also 9% of 16,500. 0 cancel again, rupees 1485. So total tax paid by the customer is tax, that is GST, under GST is paid by the customer as rupees 2970. So this is just a tax paid by the customer. Now what we want, determine the total amount of bill. So total amount of bill is buying price, that is 16,500 plus 2970 as a tax. So adding up you will get 19,470. You just add up because I had already done, so I'm just writing it down from that part. If there is some mistake, do let me know. Question number 8. A dealer sold a telescope to the end user. Dealer in Mumbai sold a telescope to the end user in Bangalore. So dealer, see, make a chain. Dealer Mumbai mein hai, customer is in Bangalore. So here transaction is interstate. Interstate में क्या होता है? Supplies good from one state to another. So mark price of the telescope is rupees 25,000. So I can write MP is equal to rupees 25,000. A dealer offer a discount of 20%. So selling price will become 100 minus 20 upon 100 into 25,000. So 80, 0 will get cancelled. 80 into 250, that is equal to rupees 20,000. So selling price of the telescope to the end user is rupees 20,000. Now what they are saying, calculate the IGST, CGST, SGST charge from the end user. End user is a customer, and also determine the total bill. So if the rate of GST is 28%, so here we have to write IGST, that is equal to 28% of 20,000. 28 into 2 is rupees 56,000. We don't have CGST, so I can write CGST is equal to rupees 0 because transaction is interstate. Interstate means one state to another. SGST is again rupees 0. We got IGST, we got CGST. Okay, you have to mention it is rupees 0. Don't write if you are not writing CGST and SGST as rupees 0, you may lose your marks, because here you have to calculate IGST, CGST, SGST charge from the end user. Also determine the total bill amount. So total amount of bill is equal to 20,000 for the telescope plus 5,600 as a tax. So that will give you 25,600 rupees. This is the amount which the customer, that is end user, will pay. See, if you are going to buy if you are going to buy something from the shop, so just look at the bill. What bill says? Bill says the price of an article plus tax on it. That is the total amount which you are going to pay for the article. Question number 9. This is an important question. Important doesn't mean it's always difficult. The shopkeeper sells an article at the list price of rupees 1500 and the GST is 12% at every stage of sale. If the sales are intrastate means within the same state, and the shopkeeper pays GST of rupees 18 to central government. Means CGST he had paid as rupees 18. What price inclusive of tax at which shopkeeper purchased the article for a wholesaler? This is some tricky question. See here list price is 1500, GST is 12%. So CGST कितना हो गया? 6% हो गया. Now we know that tax liabilities, tax paid by the shopkeeper, as shopkeeper is the middleman. बराबर? Shopkeeper is like a retailer. He pays GST of rupees 18 to the central government. So shopkeepers always pay tax, that is GST, on its profit. So let's say let profit is equal to rupees X. So CGST, that is 18 rupees, is how many percent? 6%, because CGST is 6%. 6% of profit. So therefore X is 1800 upon cross multiply, just cross multiply ये इसके साथ, this 6 you can keep down, 6 1 जा 6 300 जा. So therefore profit for shopkeeper is equal to rupees 300. What this question says, the shopkeeper sells an article at a list price of rupees 1500. So shopkeeper had sold it for rupees 1500, hence getting 300 as a profit. So we have to find at what price shopkeeper had bought it from the wholesaler inclusive of tax. So buying price for CP of article for shopkeeper is equal to 1500 minus 300, because 300 if you remove profit you will get what amount he had paid. So he had bought the article for rupees 1200, but he cannot buy it just for 1200 rupees. He has to pay tax, which is ITC. Okay, after selling he will recover it from the customer. But when, what question says, what was the price inclusive of tax at which shopkeeper purchased the article? So shopkeeper had bought article for at rupees 1200 from the wholesaler. So even shopkeeper had paid tax. So tax paid by the shopkeeper, because when shopkeeper is buying he is a customer for wholesaler. Now tax paid by shopkeeper is कितना परसेंट है? 12%. So 12% of 1200, that is equal to rupees 144. So therefore price paid by shopkeeper inclusive of tax is equal to 1200 buying price plus extra 144 rupees tax. So that is equal to 13 1344 rupees. That is why this is important. Here we have to find the price inclusive of tax which shopkeeper had paid to the wholesaler while buying it. बराबर, इसमें 144 is ITC because he had paid as a tax credit to the wholesaler. Question number 10. A manufacturer sells a TV set to distributor for rupees 51,200 including the tax. The distributor sells it to retailer for rupees 43,000 excluding the tax, and the retailer sells it to consumer for rupees 45,000 plus tax. If the rate of GST is 28%, find the cost price of TV set for the distributor, GST paid by the distributor to the government, total GST received by the government on the sale of the TV, price paid by the customer. If you will read this question, okay, you will feel it's too confusing. So how to solve this type of question? So first you have to predict the chain. What is the chain? Manufacturer has sold it to distributor. Distributor had sold it to retailer. Retailer had sold it to consumer. So this is the chain. Okay, first we will just write the chain. तभी first part के लिए what we want, cost price of TV sets for distributor. इधर का CP चाहिए. We want CP, so that will be the SP of the manufacturer. But SP of the manufacturer sells a TV sets to the distributor for rupees 51,200 including the tax. Means 51,200 is including the tax. So I will say let SP of, या तो फिर let CP of the TV for distributor is equal to X. So now X paid tax 28% tax. So 28 upon 100 into X. So I can say X plus 28 upon X, 28 upon 100 into X will give me 51,200 because this amount is including tax. Means selling price है plus tax है, both added together to get 51,200. So what we had taken, we had taken selling price of the TV sets for manufacturer, that is equal to the cost price of the TV set for distributor. So taking LCM, this will give you 128x, 128x upon 100 is equal to 51200. So therefore X is equal to 51200 upon into 100 upon 128. 128 ones are 128 fours are. So cost price of TV set for distributor is rupees 40,000. So first part to मिल गया, first question we got. Now second question. So see, cost price of TV set for distributor is rupees 40,000 and he sold it for rupees, let us write, this is 40,000. तो इसका सेलिंग प्राइस रिटेलर का कॉस्ट प्राइस हो गया. द डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर सेल्स इट टू रिटेलर फॉर रुपीज 43,000 एक्सक्लूडिंग द टैक्स एंड रिटेलर सेल्स इट टू कस्टमर. तो कस्टमर का बाइंग प्राइस विल बिकम 45,000. ओके, रिटेलर का सेलिंग प्राइस इज कस्टमर बाइंग प्राइस, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर का सेलिंग प्राइस इज रिटेलर का कॉस्ट प्राइस. So we had just written the information over here. All three CP I wrote. Now what they said, the GST paid by the distributor to the government. So distributor had paid what amount to the government? The tax liability of distributor. So if I will make distributor का part, distributor का we will write CP as rupees 40,000 and उसका selling price is rupees 43,000. So tax liabilities of distributor is on profit. So I will find profit. You have another way to find is input tax, output tax. It will become too difficult for you to solve. The better is we will find profit. Profit is SP minus CP. So that is 43,000 minus 40,000. That is equal to rupees 3,000. So we have 3,000 profit for distributor. So tax GST paid by the, you have to write full, let me write, GST paid by distributor is equal to कितना परसेंटेज, 28% of 3,000. तो 28 into 3, 0, 8 3 is 24 to 840 rupees. So distributor had paid rupees 840 to the government. So therefore GST paid by the distributor to government is rupees 840. Now total GST received by the government on the sale of the TV. So total GST received by the government on the sale of the TV. तो जो भी whatever amount government will get, that is on the buying price of the customer. तो customer का buying price is what? Customer का buying price was rupees, CP was rupees 45,000. Okay, so सी रिटेलर का कॉस्ट प्राइस इज 43, एसपी इज 45,000, तो कस्टमर का बाइंग प्राइस इज 45,000 एंड वट एवर अमाउंट गवर्नमेंट इज गेटिंग ऑन द सेल ऑफ द टीवी दैट इज ऑन द 45,000. So we can write total GST received by the government is equal to 28% of 45,000. 0 cancel, 28 into 450, that is equal to rupees 12,600. This was third question. Now fourth question is price paid by the customer. तो customer कितना पे करेगा? Price paid by customer. His customer buying price, that is 45,000 plus 12,600, that is tax on it. So 45, 47, 57,600 is the buying price of TV sets for customer. So hope you had understood this sum. This sum is important. Mark this sum as important. इसमें we had found कि first 51,200 was given, this value was including the tax. So first we had removed the tax and we got actual selling price for the manufacturer. So selling price of manufacturer is the buying price for distributor. डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर का सेलिंग प्राइस रिटेलर का बाइंग प्राइस हो जाएगा, रिटेलर का सेलिंग प्राइस इज कस्टमर का बाइंग प्राइस हो जाएगा. सो इट गोज ऑन लाइक दिस, चेन गोज ऑन. ओके, यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट टर्म्स यू हैव टू आंसर. Question number 11. This is again important question. Mrs. Chawla goes to the shop to buy a leather coat which cost, that is list price, marked price. We can say it as marked price is rupees 885. The rate of GST is 18%. She tells shopkeeper, here bargaining happens. She tells shopkeeper to reduce the price to such an extent that she has to pay rupees 885 inclusive of GST. Find the reduction needed in the price. See, if you go to the shop, okay, you just bargain कि 885 का नहीं, you just decrease it. So here Mrs. Chawla told to shopkeeper to reduce in such a way that she does not have to pay anything as a tax. But in 885 cost plus tax is included. This is equal to actual cost plus tax. In such a way we have to find. So we have to find how much reduction will be required in 885 rupees. So we will say let reduced price of coat is equal to rupees X. See, let us say he had reduced some rupees, and after reducing amount comes to this much X. Now tax will be calculated on rupees X. So tax is कितना percent? 18% GST बराबर. GST is 18% of X. So that is 18X upon 100. So now adding amount of quote, reduced value of quote plus tax on it, she is paying rupees 885. Taking LCM, 118X upon 100 is equal to 885. So therefore X की value will become 885 into 100 upon 118. Cancelling out, you will get rupees 750. So now reduced value is rupees 750. So therefore reduction needed in the price of coat is 885 rupees का coat था and reduced price is 880 rupees. So how many rupees he had decreased? That is reduction in the coat price is rupees 135. So shopkeeper had reduced the price by 135 rupees so that after paying tax on 750 rupees, coat cost rupees 885 inclusive of tax. Starting में it was just a mark price. Hope you had understood this. Barabar, this type of questions are important. You have to read question properly and you have to just predict what you have to find. Question number 12. This is again an important question. The price of a bicycle is rupees 3136 inclusive of tax. See, again here we have price inclusive of tax under GST at a rate of 12% on the list price. A buyer asks for a discount on the list price so that after charging GST, the selling price becomes equal to the list price. Find the amount of discount which the seller has to allow for the deal. So here we don't know list price. So we can say let list price be X, rupees X. So therefore GST on rupees X is 12% of X, that is 12x upon 100. Now adding both of them, x plus 12x upon 100 is equal to, we get 3136, because 3136 is a price inclusive of tax on list price, on its list price. See, given it's on its list price. So taking LCM, you will get 112 upon x by 100 into is equal to 3136. So therefore x is equal to 3136 into 100 upon 112. Cancelling out this, you will get 28 into 100 is rupees 2800. So therefore we can write, therefore list price of an article is rupees 2800. Now this sum is similar to the previous sum, because here we know list price. A buyer asks for a discount on the list price so that after charging GST, the selling price will become equal to the list price. So find the amount of discount. So here we will say let reduced price, because dealer has to reduce it from 2800. So then only he can add up the tax on the reduced price and then he can sell it for rupees 2800 including the tax. So we will say let reduce price is equal to rupees y. We cannot take x, we had already taken x in the sum. So now GST on y. GST on y rupees, that is 12y by 100, or you can write 12 into y by 100. Properly 12 upon 100 into y, that is 12y upon 100. Now y, that is reduced price, plus 12y upon 100, that will give the selling price of that article including tax, which is equal to the list price. See, in question they are given the selling price becomes equal to the list price, so that is equal to 2800. So we can say 112y upon 100 is equal to 2800. So therefore y is equal to 2800 into 100 upon 112. So cancel out 4 into 25, 4 2s are 32, 4 8s are 32, 28 1s are 100. So that is equal to rupees 2500. ठीक है. So now selling price is 2500 और list price था 2800. So therefore discount he got. We want amount of discount. So discount given is rupees 2800 minus 2500, that is equal to rupees 300. So therefore discount allowed to the buyer is rupees 300. Here I had written whole sum properly. Just go through it, everything. I had done it in the proper format. In this way you have to represent. Question number 13. Again same pattern question है. A dealer sells an electric kettle for rupees 2150. For a particular customer, he reduced the price of the kettle in such a way that customer has to pay only rupees 2124 including GST. Okay, so if the rate of GST is 18%, calculate the amount of reduction allowed by the dealer. So again here we will say let reduced price be rupees X. So GST on the reduced price is कितना percent है? That is 18% of X. That is 18X upon 100. So reduced price plus tax on the reduced price. Customer is giving total 2124 rupees including the tax. So now taking LCM 118x upon 100 is equal to 2124. So therefore x is equal to 2124 into 100 upon 118. Cancelling out you will get 1 ja 18 ja. So therefore x is equal to rupees 1800. So therefore reduced price is equal to rupees 1800. Okay. Now reduction, we want amount of reduction कितना है? So customer dealer was selling it for rupees 2115 and he has reduced its price for that particular customer to 1800. So reduction allowed by the dealer is 2150 minus 1800, 50353. So therefore dealer had given the discount of rupees 350 to a particular customer. Question number 14. A shopkeeper buys an article whose list price is rupees 9000 at some rate of discount from the wholesaler. Okay. See, wholesaler, shopkeeper and customer. He sells the article to the customer at list price charging GST at a rate of 12%. If the sales are intrastate means the transactions in the same state, and the shopkeeper has to pay under GST of rupees 54 to the state government. State government को shopkeeper is giving rupees 54 as GST. Find the rate of discount at which he bought an article from the wholesaler. This is little bit confusing question. So mark it as an important question because whenever you are preparing, you have to just go through this all important type of question because here we have something complicated. So first let us write chain. Wholesaler to shopkeeper, shopkeeper to consumer. Okay, this write full form because I don't have space, so I'm writing it short. List price is 9000 rupees as it is given. List price is rupees 9000 or GST is 12%. So since the GST is intrastate, so SGST will be 6%. It's given here. Now what they say, thus he sells the article to the customer at a list price and charge GST. If the sales are intrastate, shopkeeper is paying rupees 54 to the state government. Means shopkeeper की tax liability to the state government is rupees 54. So we know shopkeeper is the middleman. बराबर, middleman pays tax on the profit. So I can say let profit for shopkeeper be rupees X. Here I had written it properly. Just go through this part. Shopkeeper ka SP is 9000, let profit be X. So we can say 54 is the tax on 6% on profit, of 6% on profit. So therefore x is equal to 54 into 100 upon 6. 6 1s are 6, 9s are 9 6 are 54. So 900 rupees is its profit. So therefore profit of the article for the this shopkeeper is rupees 900, but shopkeeper sells it at rupees 9000 to the customer. तो शॉपकीपर का बाइंग प्राइस क्या हो गया 9000 में यू कैन सब्ट्रैक्ट 900 बिकॉज 900 ही मेड प्रॉफिट. तो दैट इज एसपी माइनस प्रॉफिट. तो बाइंग प्राइस ही is 8100. So shopkeeper had bought that article for rupees 8100. Now we want discount. So here we can easily see that discount received by the shopkeeper is list price 9000 tha and he had bought it for rupees 8100. So that is 900 ka discount he got. So therefore discount percent is discount upon MP into 100. ये discount का formula है. This you had done in 8th standard. So discount is 900 upon MP is 9000 into 100. So that is equal to 10%. So therefore rate of discount is equal to 10%. So here actually what we did here, first we understood that list price is, this is the key point, list price is rupees 9000, but wholesaler sold it to shopkeeper at some discount. He had not sold it at the same price. So and shopkeeper sells the article, same article to the customer at 9000 rupees. We know shopkeeper had sold it for rupees 9000. This part we know very well कि शॉपकीपर का सेलिंग प्राइस इज 9000 rupees. So if we say profit X and shopkeeper had paid rupees 54 as central state GST, तो state GST का 54% will be the 54 rupees will be the 6% of profit, because tax liabilities of the middlemost person, that is trader, wholesaler, retailer, that is always on the profit. So with this we can find the profit of the shopkeeper. So selling price minus profit will give the cost price. Since we know the list price is 9000, so discount given will be 900. With that you can find discount percent. The manufacturer sells an article with a mark price of rupees 2000 to wholesaler at a discount of 20% on the mark price. The wholesaler sells it to retailer at a discount of 10% on the mark price. The retailer sells the article to a customer at a mark price. If the GST paid by the wholesaler is rupees 24 rupees. Find the rate of GST paid by the retailer, GST price paid by the customer. So first let us find SP and CP of everything. Manufacturer sells it to wholesaler, wholesaler sells it to retailer, retailer sells it to consumer. ठीक है. तो manufacturer sells an article with mark price 2000 rupees to the wholesaler at a discount of 20%. तो wholesale इसका SP is, let us write the CP of direct wholesaler. CP of wholesaler is 20% discount. So 20% discount means 100 minus 20, 80 upon 100 into 2000. So 8 2s are rupees 1600. And SP is, the wholesaler sells it to retailer at 10% discount. So 100 minus 10 is 90% of 2000, that is rupees 1800. So we know wholesaler ka cost price is 1600 and selling price is 1800. Wholesaler pays GST of rupees 24. So wholesaler will pay tax to the government on its profit. So we will find profit because wholesaler is a middleman. Wholesaler ka profit 1800 minus 1600 is 200. So what we will do, we will say 54 rupees is the R percent of क्या, of 200. Wait, wholesaler, wait, it's 24 rupees, 54 नहीं है, 24 है. So we can say 24 is R percent of 200. So 24 is equal to 2R, R is equal to 12%. So rate of GST is 12%. First part का आंसर मिल गया. Now second part में what we want, GST paid by the retailer. अभी retailer के बारे में we will do it back side. तो retailer का buying price we have to remember कि it's 1800 and he sold it to customer at rupees 2000. So let us write down over here, only we will write retailer का CP is rupees 1800 and SP is rupees 2000. So GST paid by the retailer will be on its profit. तो profit क्या है? Profit is equal to rupees 200, that is SP minus CP. So GST paid by retailer, that is equal to 12% of 200, that is equal to rupees 24. So first part and second part is done. First part में we had found rate of GST. Second part में GST paid by the retailer. Retailer is a middleman. So either you can find GST on profit or you can find as output tax minus input tax. As output tax is calculated on rupees 2000, input tax is calculated on rupees 800. Now you know what is output and input tax. Output tax is collected by the retailer when he is selling the article. Input tax is paid by the retailer when he is buying the article. So difference between the amount is the amount paid to the government as GST. ठीक है, I am explaining you this part again and again so that you don't make any mistake. So whenever they say GST paid by the retailer, तो obviously to the government होगा. GST cannot be kept by the retailer. It's just paid to the government only. So that is the rule कि GST retailer will pay on the profit. Now we will do इसका third part, price paid by the customer. तो we know customer का buying price is rupees 2000. So therefore tax, that is GST paid by the customer first, because when customer is buying, customer will pay tax on the total buying price, because whatever amount customer is paying, that is divided in the stages and it goes to the government in the stage में एक first stage, second stage, third stage ऐसा होता है. First from manufacturer, then wholesaler, then retailer, then dealer and so on. So we will find 12% of 2000, 12 twos are rupees 240. So therefore tax paid by the customer is rupees 240. Therefore price paid by the customer is rupees 2000 plus 240, that is equal to rupees 2240 rupees. So customer will pay rupees 2240 for that article. Question number 16. A jewelers manufacturer in Surat, Gujarat sold a bracelet to a dealer in Rajkot, Gujarat for rupees 80,000. The bracelet was then sold to the dealer in Cuttack, Odisha for rupees 95,000. So if the GST rate for the gold jewelry is 3%, find net GST paid at Rajkot. तो राजकोट का विल से डीलर राजकोट वाला डीलर Rajkot. Okay, he had bought it for rupees 80,000 from Gujarat, from Surat, that is Gujarat. Okay, and sold it to sold it for rupees 95,000 to dealer in Cuttack, that is in Odisha. Okay, so it's different state. First part, net tax payable. So tax payable by the dealer in Rajkot will be in on its profit. So we'll say profit is equal to rupees 15,000. So first part, net tax payable by the for the dealer in Cuttack is कितना 3% of 15,000. That is equal to rupees 450. So फर्स्ट पार्ट हो गया नेट टैक्स पेएबल एट राजकोट. राजकोट में डीलर विल पे द टैक्स ऑन इट्स प्रॉफिट. तो सो प्रॉफिट इज 15,000. सो नेट टैक्स पेएबल विल बी 3% of the profit. Here you don't have to say whether it is IGST or CGST. Whenever they are asking, then only you have to mention, otherwise no need to mention. Second, input tax credit for the dealer in Cuttack. तो कटक में डीलर हैड बॉट लेट्स से CUTTACK कटक डीलर he had bought it for rupees 95,000. So input tax credit is the input tax which the dealer pays on the purchase. Okay, so here input tax credit ITC is the input tax which dealer has to pay on the buying price. So buying price is 95,000. So he will pay 3% of 95,000. So that is rupees 2850. So this is the input tax credit. Whenever they say this type of question, may you have to find input tax. Question 17. A dealer D purchased a television from the manufacturer and sold it to retailer. Purchased a television from the manufacturer for rupees 20,000, sold it to retailer R at a profit of 15%. If the GST rate of GST is 18%, calculate input CGST out and input SGST for the dealer D. The amount of GST that dealer has to deposit with the government, the amount that the retailer R has to pay for the television. Assume that all transaction takes place in the same state. So first we will just make an information. Manufacturer had sold it to dealer D. Dealer D had sold it to retailer R. Okay, so the dealer purchased a television from the manufacturer for rupees 20,000. So dealer ka cost price is 20,000 and sold it to retailer at a profit of 15%. So iska selling price is rupees 20,000 plus 15% of 20,000. So that will give you 20,000 plus 15 twos are 3,000. That is equal to rupees 23,000. So dealer had bought it for 2,000 and sold it for rupees 23,000. So first what we have to find, first part mein we have to find input tax. The input CGST, SGST for the dealer D. So input tax is always on purchase. So input tax, input CGST, that is equal to 9% of 20,000. So 9 twos is equal to rupees 1800. Input SGST is equal to 9% of 20,000. That is rupees 1800. The first question we got. You have to just follow the question what we need to answer. First में क्या था input, input says it's on purchase, बराबर. Input CGST SGST, तो 18% का 9% is CGST and this 9% is HGST. So first part is done. Second part में what we have to find the amount of GST that dealer has to deposit with the government. So obviously dealer is going to deposit tax on the profit. So let us say profit for the dealer on this transaction is rupees 23,000 minus 20,000 because dealer ka SP is 23,000 and CP is 20,000 as we had done over here. That is 3,000 is its profit. So tax deposits to the government is equal to 18% of 3,000. You can say CGST, SGST and add up, but here they have just told the amount of GST, so total will also do. 18 3s are rupees 540. 540 is the amount which dealer will deposit to the government. Now third part है retailer का. The amount that retailer has to pay for the television means when retailer is buying its CP is rupees 23,000, but while buying he will pay tax also. So he will pay tax on rupees 23,000 while buying. He is not going to deposit into the government. He is going to give a tax amount to the this dealer, and dealer will give the difference amount to the government. So always seller deposits tax amount to the government. So here retailer is a buyer now. So retailer will always give amount of a tax on its purchase value. तो CP क्या होगा इसका tax GST paid by the retailer is 18% of 23,000. So 0 cancel. 8 3s are 20. 18 3s let 414. 18 into 23 is 4140. So amount paid by the retailer is equal to rupees 23,000 plus 4140, that is rupees 23 plus 4 27,140 rupees. Hope you had understood this. First we need to find input. That is very easy. Input word means it's tax on purchase. Output means tax on sale. So input में के लिए you have to just find the tax percentage on purchase value. फिर second part था GST that the dealer has to deposit with the government. So dealer is a middleman. He will pay tax on the profit. So we have to just find the profit for the dealer and we have to find tax on that profit. Third है the amount that the retailer has to pay for television. When if you are a retailer and you are buying it from the dealer, so you have to pay dealer का cost price जो भी है plus tax on it. Whatever that is called input tax credit. You are paying this as 4140 as a tax credit to the government. But when you are selling it, you will get it back. Question number 17 का ये पूरा part is written over here. You can just pause the video for this proper format. Just go through it. Write this format में. Question 18. A dealer purchased a music system from the manufacturing company for rupees 25,000 and sold it to consumer at a profit of rupees 20%. At a profit of 20%. If the rate of GST is 18%, calculate input CGST, output CGST. First, let us start solving in the steps. Manufacturer से dealer ने purchase किया, so dealer का buying price CP is equal to rupees 25,000 and SP is equal to 25,000 plus 20% of 25,000. So 25 twos are his 20,000 plus 5,000. That is equal to rupees 30,000. So we got CP and SP. It's over here also. You can have a look at this. The first part where we want input CGST. Input word says tax on the purchase paid by the dealer. So dealer का input tax input CGST. Total GST rate is 18%. So input CGST rate will be 9% of 25,000 on purchase. So 25 into 9, 225, 2250 is input CGST. Now input SGST is the same. You can directly write answer also, but it's better you show method because CGST and SGST are always same. We got first answer. Now the GST amount of GST payable by the dealer to the government. So dealer is a middlemost person, or a middle person, just like trader, this wholesaler, retailer. Dealer is the that type of person. So who purchase and sells. It does both things. So dealer uh, pays tax on its profit. So first we will find profit for the dealer, that is rupees 30,000 minus 25,000, which will give you rupees 5,000. So here we can say profit is 5,000. So tax GST payable by dealer is equal to 18% of 5,000. 18 fives are rupees 900. Okay, now third part is the amount that the consumer has to pay for the music system. So first we will find the total GST paid to the government. तो गवर्नमेंट को कितना रिसीव होगा वट एवर अमाउंट दैट कस्टमर इज पेइंग एज अ टैक्स. तो थर्ड पार्ट में टैक्स पेड बाय द कस्टमर, टैक्स पेड बाय कस्टमर is equal to 18% of 30,000. 18 into 3 is 54, so 5400. So therefore amount paid by the customer is rupees 30,000 plus 5,400. So that is rupees 35,400 is paying for the music system. Question number 19. Mr. Kumar, a registered dealer, purchased a good worth rupees 40,000 from the dealer within the state. If the rate of GST is 18%, calculate input CGST and input SGST. तो किसका मिस्टर कुमार का input CGST and input SGST. So what we will do? We will find input CGST on purchase. Purchase value is 40,000 and GST rate is 18%. So we have to find 9% of 40,000. 9 upon 100 into 40,000. So 9 fours are 36, rupees 3,600. So same way input SGST will be same. That is 9 upon 100 into 40,000. That is equal to rupees 3,600. First answer we got. Now if this goods is sold to Mr. Dev within the state for rupees 50,000, calculate Mr. Kumar's output CGST and output SGST. So this is also simple. Output tax is calculated on the sale value. So here sale value they had given as rupees 50,000 for Mr. Kumar's article. So we will say output CGST is 9% of 50,000. 9 5s are 45, 4500, and output SGST is again 9% of 50,000. 9 5s are rupees 4,500. So second question also we got. Third, calculate the CGST SGST payable by Mr. Kumar. Abhi now Mr. Kumar will pay tax on its profit, but instead of profit we had already found output and input na. So we will just write third part mein CGST payable by Mr. Kumar, that is output minus input. Output is 4,500 minus input is 3,600. So that is equal to rupees 900. Same way as GST will also be same. 4,500 minus 3,600, that is equal to rupees 900. So here everything we had done related to Mr. Kumar. But if they had not given this condition, you can easily find tax payable by Mr. Kumar will be on its profit. Question number 20. A shopkeeper buys a machine at a discount of 20% from the wholesaler. The printed means marked price of the machine is rupees 16,000 and the rate of GST is 8%. Then the shopkeeper sells it to consumer at a printed price. So let us make chain. Wholesaler had sold it to shopkeeper and shopkeeper had sold it to consumer. So the shopkeeper buys a machine at a discount of shopkeeper ka buying price is 20%, discount of 16,000. So we can say 100 minus 20 is 80 into 16,000. 0 cancel. 16 into 8, that is 12,800. इसका SP is on the printed price, that is rupees 16,000. So customer ka buying price is rupees 16,000. So here we got all information. Now first what we have to write, the price at which the machine is bought by the customer. First we will write tax paid by the customer, या तो GST paid by the customer. That is equal to 8% of 16,000. 16 into 8, 128. So 1280. Now price paid by the customer. That is 16,000 plus 1280. That is equal to 17,280 rupees. This is the price paid by the customer. Second part is CGST SGST payable by the shopkeeper to the government if the transactions are intrastate. Intrastate means within the same state. So shopkeeper will pay CGST and SGST on the profit. So first I will find profit. Profit for shopkeeper is 16,000 minus 12,800. That is equal to, दोनों को subtract कर दो, you will get profit of rupees 3,200. Profit for the shopkeeper is 3,200. Now CGST will be the 4% of profit. So 32 into 4, 128 rupees, and SGST is also 4% of 3,200, that is equal to rupees 128. So tax payable by the shopkeeper, dealer, wholesaler are always on profit. Whatever profit they are making, you have to pay tax on that amount to the government if they are middlemost person. Customer will pay tax on the buying price. This part you have to remember properly. Since the transactions are intrastate, CGST and SGST will be 50-50%, that is half 4%.